So I'm live. You know, I've realized looking back, looking at this, my hair is mental. Mark, how's it going? You're very welcome. Uh, my hair looks mental, guys. The like as does my beard. My beard. I need a good scrub. Yeah. But I tell you what, hey, what's the picture quality like? I'm not loving this. I'm not loving this camera I have at the minute. It's a bit. Sometimes when I'm looking at, because it's doing a live stream is weird because the camera is like a little tiny. It's a separate camera. It's not part of the computer, but it is like sitting on top of the computer screen. So, and it's this little thing, just a little camera, quite a good one, but I just feel like the picture quality is not the greatest. Highland Homestead, how's it going? And guys, basically all I'm looking at is a big picture of myself. So it's sometimes can be a little bit disconcerting. So you're I'm always trying to look at the camera, but just below the camera is my eyes looking back at me. And I'm so incredibly handsome. It's hard not to look at myself. Do you know what I mean? Yellowish. Well, that's the light. Hey, that's the light. I can change that. Look, orangish now, greenish. It's a yellowish. I am. Turn it down or turn it up. But anyway, listen. That is it. So what more can you do about these things? Wow, 12 inches of snow. That's fantastic. We had snow last week. We had snow this day last. No, we had basically. You are right, Doug, and that's why you're a moderator. Basically, we have had like 4 storms roll in one after another. So we have had the last one being on Thursday past. So we had a lot of very high winds and a lot of rain, and we had a fair whack of snow as well on Saturday last weekend. So not a for us a fair whack of snow. I'm talking like 3 inches, So 12 inches of snow is unbelievable. Wow, fat bikes, eh? I have seen them, but I haven't tried them. They must be really good off road to have tires that big. They must be really, really good. We had thunder snow. We had thunder snow last Sunday. We did indeed, and it was exactly as exciting as you can imagine it would be. I was excited, So like, and here's the secret, right? So, I have always enjoyed snow. Because we very rarely get snow here. No, we get it once a year, but it only lasts for a couple of hours. Do you know what I mean? So, I sort of, excuse me, when we lived over on the west coast of Ireland, it never snowed because you're surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and there's so much salt in the air, and there was no snow the whole time I was there. No, 1 year in the 13, 15 years, whatever I was there was snow once, right? So I moved home back to the East Coast, and what happened is, it's like your bike's a wee bit drunk all the time. So what happened is that as soon as we moved back to the East Coast, the West Coast was getting snow all the time. So I was on Facebook going, snow. So everybody, basically, this is what it has come down to. So anytime a snowflake falls anywhere in the world, basically, somebody sends me a picture of it, and I get tagged in posts from all over the world with snow because people think I love snow. I do like it, but it's sort of got to the stage where I'm sort of afraid to tell people that I'm not really that interested in it. Mama Taz, how's it going? So it started off as a joke and it just sort of snowballed. I am here all night. I'm not here all night. I'm here for 1 hour. we had thunder snow. We actually had thunder snow. So on Sunday, it was thunder and lightning, and it was snowing at the same time. And it was fantastic. Fantastic. So I am no longer just impressed by snow. It now needs to be thunder snow. And I think next year, maybe the year after, I will only accept lava snow. Lava snow is like normal snow, except it's lava falling from the sky. So, you know, if you go outside to play in it, you'll burn to death. You know what I mean? So that I think that's the way this snow obsession is going. But and the thing is we sort of get we are as likely to get snow between now and the end of March or as we are at any other time. Excuse me. You know, so people say winter. Now we like it's spring. I think officially spring starts on the 1st of March, and that's only like 3 days away. So that is, you know, that's it. So as you can see, if you watch my video this evening, guys, the firewood is low. I'm gonna have to see if I can find some dead standing somewhere. Problem with dead standing is that it's always ever going to be softwoods and pines and stuff, but I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? As long as you have something to burn. Ray Mears, eh? Ray Mears, the godfather of bushcraft. That's what they call Uncle Ray. Ray's the man. He knows his stuff. Definitely can't fault him, can you? He's done an awful lot for bushcraft and bringing it to the wider community. Peppy, 64-wheel drive. How's it going? You're very welcome, buddy. So the big thing on everybody's lips is let's split this. So myself and Doug were having the crack about let's split this last weekend. Was it last Saturday, Doug? Was it last Saturday? And we decided to go for it. And yeah, I know it's impressive, isn't it? And Taz gave us a great video as well. It is very humbling, I suppose is the word. It's like it's just I don't know. It's hard to explain. Yeah, Aaron, bushcraft is on tomorrow, 10 o'clock, buddy. No problem, Pat. Take it easy. So it is. It's humbling. Humbling is the word. It's like. It's starting to pick up a bit of momentum. I don't even remember when it was. I don't even remember when it was released. I have to go back and check my thing. Was it Sunday? Did I release 2 videos on Sunday? I released 2 videos on Sunday. That's what it was. So I did the Carhartt video and I did excuse me. When did that go out? 20th of February. 20th of February was Sunday. Yeah, so it went out Sunday, guys. And it was just it's just nuts. It's just nuts. Then all these people are coming back and they're talking about, you know, and they're uploading these videos and talking about men's mental health, and it's just absolutely fantastic. It's just it sort of seems to be picking up a little bit of momentum, you know. So hopefully, fingers crossed. I am a myth. I'm a legend. Cardo, sorry. So hopefully, fingers crossed, wink, wink, that we might have some big channels taking part in it soon. I'm not going to let anything slide, or I'm not going to give away anything just in case it doesn't happen. But I have been contacted by a couple of big YouTubers. John, how's it going? You're welcome. In regards to doing Splitter Wars. Jesus, let's split this. So this so hopefully if we get one big YouTuber on board, we will it just throws it, you know. Like if you think of it, let me go look at my video. Okay, so Okay, so my video has like 520, like he says, it has exactly 529 views. I know, Homestead, this is the thing. It is. And it's like, I think the inspiration came from, I think I was talking to somebody about mindfulness, and they were talking about mindfulness courses and going and doing a mindfulness course and all this, and being in the now and doing all this and blah blah blah. Okay, so mindfulness was a buzzword about 5 years ago. It is super important. You are right, John. And I remember thinking to myself, mindfulness, you know, mindfulness to me is focusing on a task until that task is completed, right? That's mindfulness. Because it uses all your energy to focus on that task. Okay, so when I used to do a lot of sports, surfing is ultimate mindfulness. You completely are in the moment when you're surfing waves and stuff like that. So and kayaking and as well, and rock climbing and stuff like that. None of the other stuff really, but kayaking on rivers, not on a lake, not like flat water kayaking. So this is what I was thinking about it, and then I was thinking about, you know, I was thinking about, I was probably working out a lot at the time as well, lifting a lot of weights and stuff, and I was thinking about how I remember getting really low one time when I was running a lot and I got injured, and it's an niggly injury that sort of never has gone away. And I remember reading up on it, and there's this whole big thing about people who run or who walk a lot are happy because they're always moving forward. They're always physically moving forward. And of course, when you're doing a lot of exercise and stuff, there's a lot of endorphins and that are released and stuff like that. So you become a little bit addicted to that. And so when these professional runners were getting injured to an extent where they were possibly facing never being able to do this again, they're getting really, really depressed. Even people who were recreational runners, this is what they're finding, and who were injured and maybe going to be laid off for like 6 weeks or something like that. We're getting really, really depressed, and it was just not moving forward, and it was this endorphins that were they were missing, right? So I was starting to put 2 and 2 together. At this stage, I was still only getting 3, and I was there one day and I was splitting wood, and I was thinking to myself about how as a race, as a human race, we evolved as we evolved as hunter-gatherers, right? So there was the task and there was the reward. The task was to do something dangerous, or to hunt for food, and the reward was to get that food. Now that is something that we are not that far removed from, and I don't just mean hunter-gatherers. I mean, like, go back 100 years and the pioneers, and and in Ireland here, even 100 years ago, 150 years ago, it was a massively different place, and America the same, and Canada, the whole world was the same. So our ancestors, our grandfathers and great-grandfathers, or great-grandmothers and all, would have hunted and provided and grown food that way. So for a lot of people, I felt that there was a disconnection there, right? Because they don't do that anymore, right? Here, nobody, very, 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 maybe 2 people I know will gather their own firewood in like that, and nobody does it the way I do, right? Nobody would burn consistently wood for the year unless they're buying it in, right? So I remember one time filling the log shed, right, and going and just having this feeling, this happiness that I had provided this for my family. I had provided this warmth. I hadn't gone out and shot a deer and butchered it and carried it home, but I had provided warmth for my family. Okay, and it was fulfillment. That's what I think it was, right? So this is what got me thinking about it. So 2 and 2 was turning into 4 at this stage. So I was thinking, you know, physical exercise, you know, and it doesn't need to, you know, Taz was right, you know, it doesn't need to be, you don't need to go out and split firewood. I just picked that because I felt that there was a firewood community out there that would be able to share the message through splitting firewood. So it can be anything, you know, like I spend a lot of time in the woods and I'm not cutting down trees and splitting firewood, you know, I'm using knives and working with my hands and stuff like that. And that's incredibly beneficial as well. Come home and I'm grumpy as hell, like, you know, but that's life, isn't it? You know, so it's like, that's where it came from. That was my train of thought. Okay. So, and of course, the old saying that I get wrong all the time, and that is, a problem shared is a problem half. I always say a problem halved is a problem shared. I think, cut, do that again, Wally. Problem halved is a problem shared. No, cut, you know, so that's, and that was basically it. That's where it came from. I thought if I could get people talking, that's it. That is it. If one person, Doug said it, you know, if one person goes, if it changes their mind at a critical point, you know, at a deadly point, that is what it is all about. You know, there's not one person sitting here in this live feed or sitting here in this world, then, you know, unless they're oblivious and you know, or a child that can say, oh, you know, I don't know what suicide is. It's never come near me. It's never touched my family. You know, so this is the problem, isn't it? You know, male, female. It's just mental. You know, somebody said a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Marlon, you're very welcome. It's a bit serious tonight. I'm going to move past this. I promise. But for me, it was just trying to find a way to do something. That's all. And I am so glad that all you guys, exactly, Doug. Yeah, that's it. So, and I'm so happy that all you guys have taken up this mantle, and you're all running with it. And I think that's what we need to do. I think we need to just, you know, a lot of you guys are more technology savvy than me. Well, you know, well, you are, and you are more involved in social media than me. I really try my best not to go on Facebook. I find it a leech of my time. So, you know, so guys, share the message. You know, post your videos. You know, post other people's videos, whatever you want. It doesn't need to be my video that you're posting and stuff like that. Encourage people to do it, right? Because the more people that are on a video talking about it, and I mean, like, you know, if there's 4, the first time we did it, I think there was 4 videos. 2 years ago, there was 4 videos, 5 videos maybe. And then me and Doug did it last year. And Doug, I don't remember who else did it last year. And that's, I know that's it. Do you know what I mean? This year is already far better than all the other years combined, you know. So as I said, I think there's like 529 or 519 or something people have watched my video. If we could get this message to somebody who has 200,000 subscribers or 300,000 subscribers, and they do a video, you know, that video will hit 3,000 views in 15 minutes. Do you know? Imagine, you know. There's only one way to learn, Mama Taz. That's pick up an axe and go out there and bust some rounds. Or bust Taz all across the back of the head with an axe. No. Okay, so do you know what I mean? So I think if we keep pushing it, it could become something. So momentum is important in these things. So I think that if people are thinking of making a video, or if they are thinking of making another video, you know, do it. Just do it. It's been a week. It's been a week. Doug, do you know how many people have recorded videos? 10? 10 maybe? I don't know, but I don't know. It's hard to keep track. I pick up the phone in the morning and I type in hashtag let's split this to the top of the YouTube search bar, and I look at all the things. Healed Heart, how's it going? Yeah, that is true, isn't it? It with global crap that's going on and out. That is very, very true. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Yes. Yeah, who knows what movie that reference is from? Okay, so and that's what I do, and I'm sitting going through these videos and I'm amazed. You know, it's unbelievable, and you know that it can come from a little village in South Armagh in Ireland to, hey Kim, how's it going? From a little village in South Armagh, Northern Ireland, that these people all over the world are responding to it. Do you know what I mean? So it's fantastic. It really, really is. There's no other way to describe it, and long may it continue. Josh, how's it going? You're very welcome. So yeah. So thanks. That's all I can say. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody who recorded the video, and thank you everybody who you know who's sharing it and pushing the message. And guys, all if you want it to be seen, or if you want it to come to my attention, no way, there's 24. How many have I missed? I'd say the weekend will be full of them. You see, this is the thing. I'll have to catch up. So that is unreal. And guys, this is the thing. You know, it's not a contest. I have a dog downstairs, a senile dog who is blind and deaf, and she has got herself stuck somewhere. So I need to go. I'll be back in a minute. Where are you, Pox? Where are you? Where are you? Go on, here you go. Go on, keep down. That is Pocket. She's our oldest dog. She's 15. So yeah, she's coming to the end. It's tough when the dog's dying. Right, one to miss. Yeah, 24 let's split the submissions and 2 more coming tonight. I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant. So that's, you know, that's what we got to do. We just got to keep pushing it. We see how it plays out. Lovely, lovely if we could get some 100,000+ subscriber YouTubers, 300,000 subscriber YouTubers. Who is the biggest wood splitting YouTuber out there? I don't know. I really don't. The biggest YouTube wood split, the biggest wood splitting YouTuber that I watch is Buck and Billy Ray. It would be amazing if we could get Buck involved in this, but he is injured at the minute. So I don't know who else splits by hand. This is the thing. A lot of these guys are running log splitters, you know. So is there anybody else you could think of that we could send this to? I really do wish that the comments would come in faster. Do you know that there's a lag? There's a serious lag on comments. I think it's 60 seconds or something. So listen, guys, you got 24 people. You got 24 videos. You know, if this thing is popping up in the wood splitting community, these big guys are going to see it. Nathan, is that the sawmill guy? Is it? Yeah, that lag is a pain in the bum. But other than that split this, guys, there has not been a lot of firewood and chainsaw stuff. Yeah. Chainsaw stuff actually going on in Wally's World this week. I went up the mountain yesterday. We had Today Friday. Yeah. So we had we've had snow, as I was saying. We've had these storms and we had snow and stuff. And I decided that I would go up the mountain and have coffee and bacon and, you know, and shoot a wee Red Branch bushcraft video and everything. And guys, I went up the mountain. I wonder, can I share a picture with you? Would you guys be able to see it? I went up the mountain, right? And it was like the sun was splitting the rocks and everything. And it was a beautiful day. And, you know, it was one of these days where 5 seconds later, it's zero visibility. It's 70-mile-an-hour winds and an absolute blizzard. It was amazing. It was amazing. But anyway, I went up the mountain and I went up into the woods. Guys, can you see that? Can you see that tree? Andrew, you're very welcome. That tree was snapped in half. About 30 foot in the air. You see that? It was mental. I went in. Let me see if I have any behind the scenes to show you there. We have a pond, and today it was gone. Guys, it was mental, absolutely mental. I went into the woods and I was walking around and I was going to set up and I had the camera and everything and I was doing all these like arty-farty, walking past the camera, walking towards the camera shots and all this and setting up the camera and looking up into the woods and it was okay. And then a squall came in and I know the hair's getting there, isn't it? And it was just insane. There was trees all over the place. There was so many widowmakers and there was deadfall everywhere. And the last time I had been up in that stand of trees, it really wasn't like that at all. And I just went, you know what? I am getting out of here before I get killed. So I left and I went home and I had bacon at home and I had what you call it at home. Hey guys, I'm going to share something with you guys. It's just a link. Let me see now. If I can find it, I can find it. Guys, so what I'm going to do on these live feeds, even though I am, let me see now how I can do this. I don't even know how to do this. How do I share it? How do I find? Roddy, thank you very much. You donated to my cause. I don't know if this will work or if it'll just bring you to something different. Try this. Somebody click on this link and tell me what's going on. It was Scotch pine. And it was, oh, I can't even share that. It's too big. Let's try that. Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's my just giving page, guys. For people that were asking about the fundraising and stuff like that for growing my hair for the hospice. No, it was Scotch pine. It was bananas. It has been an absolutely, you know yourself, Park. It's just been crazy here. That the wind has just been unbelievable. Relentless is the word, isn't it? So I was up on it and I was going, no, this is dodgy. There's no point being here. You know, I'm not learning anything. I'm making a bit. Well, do you know what I was actually more concerned about? I was more concerned about making a video and giving the wrong impression, giving the wrong idea. You know, so people would be thinking, oh, look, it's really windy. Woolly's out in the woods, so it must be safe. You know, because it was unsafe. You know, uh, I was like, right, Jesus Christ Almighty. You know, when 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 you see that many trees hung up in other trees and you know, trees snapped off, you know, 30 foot up in the air, you sort of have to be going to yourself, there's Darwinism at play here somewhere, isn't there? Yes, survival of the fittest. If I spend too much time in this woods, eventually, there was a fair few uprooted as well, Park. I was surprised. Normally up there you don't get them. Problem being is that the all the protection trees are gone. This is the thing, but they've been gone 10 years, you know. So you think they should have sorted themselves out by now. So it's been mental. Hey, it's been mental, and you know, it was dead calm. And this is the thing. I walked out of the woods, right? I was in the woods for about 30 minutes or so, and I walked out of the woods, and as when I hit the clearing and back onto the trail, you know, it was like instantly the sun came out and the wind dropped, you know, and it's like once I had made the decision to leave and actually left, you know, the weather went, ha ha. I forgot my water. So, excuse me. So I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. You know, I walked back down in the glorious sunshine, wishing I had my sunglasses with me. And by the time I got back to the car, it was 70-mile-an-hour winds and it was white out. You couldn't see anything. But yeah, fun times. Oh no. No, I don't know if we'll have a nuclear war. But in saying that, I did just read a report. I don't know if it's reached you guys yet. That NATO is piling arms and ammunition in through Poland as we speak into the Ukraine. So, guys, it's a mental situation. It's a you know, it is a mental situation because, like everything, there is so much information. You know, nowadays there's so much information. You don't know what is going on. You know, every time they speak of, no, I'm not condoning anything. I'm not saying that anybody is right in this, okay? But anytime they mention Putin's name, it's in some sort of a derogatory term, okay? So you can already see how biased the media is. It's like there's never going to be any level reporting that we are ever going to see. It's just insane. It's just, you know, they're like, nice. John Bob, you're gonna have to remind me what you got. Was it the Husqvarna? Well, see, that's what I mean, Park. You can't believe anything. So everything has to be taken with a pinch of salt. Absolutely everything. Like, we have no idea what is going on behind the scenes, right? You know, so you know, like, so it's, oh Jesus, I just don't really know. What? Walmart carries malls. Here, I'm going to grab some water. If you don't have a sore throat, hang on. I'd left it at the bottom of the stairs. I get it. Oh yeah, so I got it. I got it. It's okay. It takes a while. It takes a while, but I got it. It went like, and then the afro caught it at the top. So, guys, it's a crazy situation. But Park, I got diesel on Monday, right? And the diesel has gone up 4p since Monday. It is just, and this is it. Oil has hit $100 a barrel, and that happened. And here's the thing. We were laughing last week, and we were talking about, oh, Russia says they're going to invade on Wednesday, and they did. I know it's not funny, but Mark, how's it going? It's not funny, but that's exactly what happened. Russia is going to invade on Wednesday, and on Wednesday night they invaded, and it is just absolutely mental. Jesus, I know, and they're all just getting ready to fight. That's it. Yeah, 100+, and they were saying it's going to be €2 a liter by the end of the weekend. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Russia controls most of the gas that's coming in through Europe, except for all the gas that the Irish government give away to Shell. Wouldn't we have been in some situation if the Carhartt gas pipeline was controlled by Ireland right now? Wouldn't we? Imagine how much money the Irish government would be making. Crazy times, So, but listen, there's nothing you can do. What can you do? Like, what would you advise people to do? And this is the thing: people come and ask me questions like that, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not telling you where my stashes are. Go get your own. So there's you gotta roll with it. I don't see. Yeah, I know. Right, John Bob, I have lost you there. I don't know what you're talking about. Bucking Billy Ray Smith. What about bucking? Yeah, and listen, and they're talking about, like, when does that thing come in where you're not allowed to put agri diesel in your yokes, the contractors and all that there. It's just crazy, It's just absolutely crazy. So it is, Share it, John. Share your link, and I'll allow it. I think I can. Just copy the link of your video and put it into the description there, or into the comments, and I'll share it, and then I'll have a look when the live feed is over. So it's like, oh no, we're Russia. Nah, we're not going to invade. We're not going to invade. Woo, round the back, in the go and invade, and it's like the whole of Europe is. Yeah, there's that, isn't there? There's that. And Russia will never stop building armies. This is the thing, guys. So it's like, if you watch your any history or anything like that, or if you're into history, I was always really interested in the world wars and stuff like that. And we would have studied World War I when we were in school, in secondary school. Now, we never studied Irish history because we lived in the north, and they weren't allowed to teach us Irish history, just in case that made us a wee bit, pro Ireland, right? So, what we did World War I. We didn't do World War II, but I was really into World War II and stuff like that. And I was watching, if you watch The Front or Mark Felton or any of those YouTube channels, they have such good videos about little snippets of world wars that you don't realize, and stuff like that, and stuff that goes on. I was reading one of their posts the other day, and it was like, So in World War II, Russia lost more soldiers than every other country combined. Every other country, So in the war in Finland, they were sending hundreds of thousands of troops in against the Finnish, and the Finnish were just annihilating them, just absolutely annihilating them. It's hard to comprehend, so, and everything you read is coming back and saying that the Russian troops are very ill-equipped, and you hear about them in Chechnya and in Afghanistan, where they're selling their guns and their uniforms for food and all these things. How much of this is real, you don't know, because we are in the West, and it's Western media that is feeding us this stuff. You know what I mean? I know. Aye. $1.89. That's probably about €1.20, €1.30. It's only 78 cents here a litre, and they're talking about doing away with it. This is what gets me, Park. The Irish government is talking about doing away with that, and it might actually be coming in, and I might just be giving the old news. So where all these, like, here's the thing. Yeah, I is right. Yes. So it's 189 a gallon, not 189 a litre. How many litres are in a gallon? Is it like 2.7 or something? That is just completely a number that just came into my head. It's probably completely wrong. Yeah, we're 78 cents a litre agricultural diesel, right? It's about to hit €2, which is about $2.20 a litre of diesel over here. So not a gallon, a litre. So our diesel prices have always been really expensive, except for that brief window of opportunity that we had 2 years ago when the pandemic first started, and it and it went down to 99p. It was at 99p when I started driving. How many years ago that is, I don't really know. Randy, you're very welcome. We are talking about current affairs at the moment. We were talking about the price of fuel, and we were talking about current affairs. So for the last 2 years, I have been describing the increase in price of everything except my services. Actually, I must add, I have never put my own prices up. I've been saying, people say, why is it so expensive? COVID, Brexit, Suez Canal, Ukraine. I've added Ukraine to it as of yesterday. So instead of Brexit, COVID, Suez Canal, there's now Ukraine at the end of it. It is we thought stuff was expensive before. It said, and this brings me back to my firewood again, guys. And do you remember, Park, we had that really good conversation about firewood and it being the most sustainable fossil fuel, or not fossil fuel, the most sustainable fuel because it travels the least distance and stuff like that. They were saying 4 months ago, they were saying that after Christmas, oil, fuel, gas, and all these things, the price is going to double 50%. Okay. A lot of them 30 to 50%. What's it going to do now with all this crack that's going on? So that's mental. It's mental. And if you think all the new houses, right? All the new houses that they're building around here in north and south are timber frame houses. There's no fires in them. Everything is run by gas. Okay. They have rainwater collection facilities and all that buried underneath the garden. They all have gas tanks. They all have gas heating, and they all have gas fires. Where are they going to be now? Do you know what I mean? Yes, that is right, Park. Yeah, John Bob, it's mental. 70% tax. It is absolutely mental. And that is on most things, and the Irish government, like all other governments, are just worried about giving jobs to their friends and making as much money as possible while they're in power. So this is, Mountain Life with David and Kelsey. Hello. You're very welcome. So, spread the love, guys. Spread the love. Pat has a message. Spread the love. Okay. I don't mean go out and give people diseases. I mean, like, be nice to each other. So it is. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I am going to allow that park because it's right. And that's a lot of governments. Hey, you can't just say it's the Irish government. It's I'm sure you could go 99% of all governments in the world are pretty much the same thing. Corruption, power, and corruption are very, very closely entwined. And I think no matter how pure of heart you are going into one of these jobs, I think that eventually you become corrupt. Okay. If I was a politician, I would be extremely corrupt. I'm not a politician and I'm corrupt. You know what I mean? Man, give me backhanders. I don't care. Money, 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 money. It is funny. I couldn't either, Andy. I couldn't. But these people these people have been doing it their whole lives. Do you know what I mean? Their whole lives. They're institutionalized because the institution of politics revolves around people getting backhanders to get things done. And that is politics in every country. Do you know what I mean? It just is like, here's basically what happens. Anybody who is a decent politician gets nowhere because all the other politicians are so corrupt that they gang up and get rid of that person. And that's what I think happens. Yeah, exactly, Randy. So yes, Brian, that is a very good point. And sea turbines well fit to power everybody's electricity. And it's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because people aren't getting paid. So, so if you tried to be a good, upstanding politician, right, you would show up the other guys. So they don't want that. So they get rid of you before you get a chance to do that. Okay. That's what I think. So we have a very strange situation in the south of Ireland where we had an election where I'll say we, I know that's the dangerous thing. Putin is a calculated man and he is extreme. Okay. We had a situation here in Ireland where there was an election, right? The ruling party lost that election in an they were absolutely annihilated, right? The Taoiseach, who is the president, not the president, who is like the prime minister in England, or like I don't even know what the equivalent would be in America or Canada, guys. Does anybody know? He lost his seat, right? So they were so unliked, right, that he lost his seat, and another party won nearly the majority, right? If they had won the majority, they would have completely won the election and they would have taken power. So what happened is that all the other political parties joined together to go against this one political party that nearly won the election, right? Prime Minister in Canada. What do you have in America then? How do you pronounce his name? Trudeau. Is he the Prime Minister? He's the friend of the truckers, isn't he? So Ontario Firewood Resources, you're very welcome, buddy. So, you know, so these politicians were so afraid of this party that all these people put all their differences aside and got together, all to keep the money flowing, right? And they got together and they created a coalition government to keep Sinn Féin out of power. Okay. And that is, it is, when you think about it, it is insane. It's absolutely insane. It's like the Republicans and Democrats joining together to keep another political party out. Okay. Russia, China, and North Korea. That's, yeah. Sorry, reading. And this is me with my finger. And the man went. Guys, it's hard to know where these things will go. It's day 2. The footage coming out of it is mental. I actually nearly was late for this live stream because I was watching footage of tanks running over a car. Nice. USA has a president, but there's nothing. We have a president in Ireland, but it's just a president by name. He's not responsible for any power or decisions or anything like that. But I was wondering, was there a Taoiseach equivalent in America or a prime minister equivalent in America, or is it just the president? Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It is. It's like, guys, for the people that are sorry, I just interject. We'll stop the Ukraine talk for a minute. For the people that have come on that were part of Let's Split This, guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It is just such a wonderful thing. I don't want to go back over everything that I spoke about at the beginning of the live stream, because I know most of you guys have been here since the beginning. But guys, if you want to watch back the first 20 minutes or so, I go into everything and my reasons behind it and my train of thought and everything like that. If you feel like watching back and finding out exactly about it, please go ahead. But listen, guys, you know, you don't have to. don't feel obliged to do it. So, oh, fuck. It is a good cause, guys, and I am so happy to see it take off. Oh no. Nice. Shorts is something, guys. I'm 50-50 about shorts. You know, sometimes we stray into the world of YouTube and YouTube promotion and algorithms and stuff like that. I'm 50-50 about shorts. Shorts messes up all your stats. I do a lot of shorts on my other channel, on my Red Branch Bushcraft channel. Guys, some of those videos will hit 3,000 views in 24 hours, right? And this is what happens, is that your other videos can't compete with that. So my 10-minute video can't compete with that video. So that means that it's always a way down the list on your statistics and stuff like that. And for me, I'd be like, I spent 5 hours making that video. I recorded that short in 15 seconds on my phone. You know what I mean? Yes, exactly, Park. Yes. It's hard. It's hard to get the balance. And it's hard to know where these things are going to go. Stock up on fuel. Listen, if you know where there's any dead standing firewood, get it in. I nearly have all my firewood in for 2022, 23, but I think I'm going to be short this year. Do you know what I'm actually thinking of doing, Park? I'm thinking of buying a ton bag of wood, right? And I'm going to stack it up like a cord, like a face cord, and see how much is in it. I think you'd be surprised how little is in the ton bag. Yes, Doug, guys, Doug has everything listed. He is the man for all this stuff, for all this social media, getting everything together and pushing these videos out to YouTube. Much appreciated, Doug. Thank you very much. Getting them pushed out to Facebook groups and stuff like that. So and that's the thing, guys. You know, I don't know if you guys share your videos, you YouTubers, guys, you people that create stuff. I'm my experience, I'm always a little bit wary sharing my videos to Facebook groups. Facebook groups can be very toxic. That's what I find. Some of them can be incredibly supportive. Some of them can be incredibly toxic. And I'm sure, you know, if you guys are out there and you have been sharing it, you will understand what I mean. I would say less than one face cord as well, Pat. But just for S's and G's, I was wondering, you know. Yes, it does. It does, Ontario. The vodka's going down easy tonight, but it's water. It's water. But this is the thing. So that's all I could say. Stockpile. David and Kelsey, it can be tough. And it is, I have a very love-hate relationship with it. I do a lot of my business through it, so I have it on my phone, but I don't. See, if you set up a Facebook business page, you have this, like, you have a business studio, and you don't need the actual Facebook app. But Facebook itself is a leech. It just sucks the life out of you. It's not real. It's not real. I know, Park. But I'm at the stage where I probably would get away with a ton bag. You know what I mean? Or I'm actually at the stage where I could probably hit into 2022's wood, because it's been in for a long. It's been stacked and split for 6 months already. You know, so this is what I'm thinking as well. Because everything's on a rotation. So I know, Pat, you commented on the video there about my firewood and stuff, and you were saying that I should be rotating and stuff like that. Well, it is always. I have 3 firewood storage sheds, and they're always rotated. So what I'll do is, at the minute, I'm filling for 22, 23, and when that happens, and when that is full, I will start filling for 23, 24, and then I'll fill my overflow shed as well. My overflow shed at the minute has got it's got eucalyptus in it, but eucalyptus takes 3 years to dry. This is the problem. So it'll stay in that overflow shed, and then it will get pushed into somewhere else as it comes time. But there's not a lot of it. There's like maybe half a cord or something. But I know what you mean, Randy. I know what you mean. The thing is that when you're making YouTube videos, you're putting yourself out there. You know, you're putting your creative effort in you're creating something, okay? And because this is what I find, like, and when I'm saying this, I don't mean it in a derogatory way to anybody or anything, right? So I create a video, it is a creation. So you put effort into it, you create it, right? You upload it to Facebook, and then some wanker comes on and says something really stupid personally about you, and I'd be sitting there going, how do you not take this personally? How do I not take this personally? So I just stopped sharing videos, you know. So I thought I did a really good video one time about I did a wee series about firewood tools and what I thought was essential firewood tools, you know. So and this is the thing, sometimes it's I like to step back a little bit from what I'm recording and try and put myself in the shoes of people who are only getting into this sort of thing. So there's stuff I know about firewood that I didn't know 5 years ago, you know, and it would have been nice to be able to have this. And John Bob, thank you very much. And what you know, so I was doing this thing on firewood tools, and I did one about moisture meters and using them to test the moisture content of your wood. And basically, people said that I was retarded and there was something wrong with me if I needed a moisture meter to test the moisture content of my wood. One guy suggested that I should stick it into my eye and test the moisture content of my eyes. I just went, right, enough of that. Enough of that. And guys, if you think Facebook groups are toxic and bad places to be, you should see the arborist ones. They are unbelievable. I have never seen a group of people who enjoy destroying other people as much. It is just, I've left them. I've gone. It's just, these people are so harsh. They are so hard on each other. It's like, they're so critical. It's like, why do you even bother? David and Kelsey, I think I'm with you. I think that I don't know. So this is the thing, guys. If you send me a message on Messenger, I will get it because I have Messenger on my phone. Yeah. But sometimes on a bad day, you know, you're talking about mental health and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just the wrong word at the wrong time on the wrong day can be enough to send people over. Like, you know, I always try to be nice. Always try to be nice. I always try to put a nice comment on something. I remember reading a quote years and years and years and years. And Chainsaw Addicts is a very good group, Doug. You should be proud of that. I remember reading something years and years and years ago, and I always sort of have tried to follow this. And it's somebody said about it was about books, right? About a book or books in general. And somebody said, if somebody has taken the time and the bother to write a book, I think it's only fitting that other people take the time and the bother to read that book. Whether they like it or not, it doesn't really matter. It's that you read it and see. So I will always try to watch something and see if I like it. You know what I mean? Like, and I always try to be positive on that thing. So especially when people are being dicks. So if somebody comes on to my channel and is being incredibly rude and leaving really, really, really dickish comments and stuff, I just pretend that they are the nicest comments that I've ever gotten in my life. And I'd be like, oh my God, that is so nice. I am so glad you said that. Thank you so much. Generally they go away or they stop commenting. Or to do both. It's funny. So this is it, Randy. You know, the term keyboard warriors was coined for a reason. It's your saw. Do whatever the hell you want with it. You know what I mean? Diamond. You pronounce it like this. Jeermid, and then put a little bit of a D on it. Deermid, or just call me Wooly. Guys, it has been fun. 1 hour and 3 minutes. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. Thank you very much for everybody who took who took the time out of their lives to be here, and who took the time out of their lives to go split some wood and try and pass on a positive message about mental health and men's mental health, guys. Because if you're talking about it, you know, it's mental health, you know, but men are stubborn. We don't talk about stuff. We keep it all bottled up inside, and then we go kill ourselves. That's the way of it, hey. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Let's keep the videos coming. Guys, if you're on the fence, or if you know people who you think might be interested in taking part in this challenge. I don't know, challenge isn't really the word. Guys, say it to them. Do it. put the hashtag on it. Let's split this. Do you know what I mean? So get it done, upload it, spread the message, spread the love. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay frosty.